Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Big Porky here. 5 hours 34 minutes, 212 miles to get to Gatwick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm picking a boxer up, a Swedish kid who fights next Friday on Den's show, 7-0, trained by Richard Towers. Shattered. 5.5 hours. I went down the bus lane in Hackridge, is it? Out towards Crawley. I went all the way through London, it took me 2 hours. I got to London at 8 o'clock. And it's just done 39 miles across London. Unbelievable, people were nearly crashing into me on motor. They just zip about in London, don't they? It's all big buildings, isn't it, and that? Unbelievable, couldn't believe it. Went by Harrods, it had loads of like bulbs, you know, light bulbs all over the building. Strange old place. I mean, people don't have drives, do they? People don't have drives. What's all that about? In London they just park Aston Martins and in the street and McLarens. They don't have drives. I saw cars with Dubai registration plates on. How can they get away with that? It's craziness. Craziness, but shattered. Let's stick some diesel in, haven't we, at these prices? Jesus, got some front, haven't they? Got some front. Right then, Red Duane K.A. is it, or Yege or something? Featherweight kid. Supposed to be a good kid. Then that's a 13 phone, that's 13 digits, that phone number. Like that can't be a phone number. A phone number is 11 digits. Unless is that the kid's number? I always get short end of the stick going on. We've got a ticket coming for going down that bus lane, I know it. I know it. Got a ticket coming, but when you don't know where you're going and that. I just saw a bus that were coming out this way, I thought I'll follow him. So I just don't know where you're going there. There's got to be a way back to South Yorkshire from down here without having to go through London and all that. There's got to be a way around it, surely. Maybe I should phone the Stig. Okay. Hello, is that Red Duane or something? Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
Have you got off at plane?
Yeah, I'm picking the bagage up.
Picking what up?
The luggage.
Luggage, yeah. I'm in that petrol station opposite South Terminal. It says M&S Simple Food on it. It's lit up green. It's a BP petrol station.
Okay, because I'm going out from the airport right now.
Yeah, okay then. I'll wait there, then I'll drive round for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait as you come out. Alright, mate. Can't understand the word he said, but he seemed a decent kid. I better get this petrol in first, don't I? 2 seconds. I always end up on a mission, don't I? Oh, it looks like a pay at till job. £1.32.9 the Robin Sods. 124 in Donny. 151 in London. So I should think myself lucky, eh? Better put camera on back, ain't I? Probably got better put camera away, ain't I? Because he's probably got luggage. So peace out, keep on trucking. I'll try and get an interview with him. If not, gonna try, can't we? Because he's just had a long flight. Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? Big Porky here. Well, I don't know about you, but all this heavyweight boxing news at the moment, it's great, isn't it? They're all coming out of the woodwork for this money, aren't they? Bit of DAZN and they're paying everybody well, aren't they? Vladimir, age 43, isn't he, next week? Or sometime this month, 43-year-old. So, it's like being in prison, isn't it, when you get that long life milk? I used to buy this in jail. Got some here. Yeah, old Vladimir, 35 million quid. I don't know what that is in doggy years. I don't know what that is in his money. But it's not good, is it? But what can you do? They're all going to come back, aren't they? He's going to want to fight Joshua and Fury, innit? It's going to be recycled rubbish. And who knows? He might have a trilogy with Joshua, who knows? But other than that, I've got bigger fish to fry than that load of crap. Right, I'm going to, for those people that have sent in asking me what you eat on a gastric band, I know this is non-boxing related, but what you eat on a gastric band, you can't have solids. If you do, you have to cut them into tiny pieces and you just stick them out, you can't have bread. So what I've done now, I've lost 175 pounds or 4 pounds, something, or 400 pounds. I got weighed this morning, 220, so weigh that out. So it's like 180 in it. But I keep adding it up on my thingy. I think it's 174, so I might have been 396 pounds, not 400. What I have after I've done something in the morning, got my metabolism going, because now I've started training again. Now I'm trying to get into a routine, but I haven't been able to do any training for a few years. but obviously, you know, now I've started again now, I've just finished the session now. I used to train first on an empty stomach, get your metabolism going, and then what I do, this is a bit like Gordon Ramsay this, and it's a bit cringe, but about 3 or 4 people, is it, have asked? Jerry, Marcus. So it's pretty simple really. When you have a gastric band, what happens is, just check I've got volume on. When you have a gastric band, the band has to be loose. The band has to be able to go around your belly, because you've got a belly out here, and you like that, blowing up on methadone. So your band has to go around and not hurt you. So you have to lose a lot of weight in a short period of time, 10 days. They give you 10 days to lose 10 pounds. So you have 3 pints of milk and 3 yogurts a day. That's all you have for 10 days, because it gives you that full up feeling. And when you've paid like 7 grand up front, you will have that done, because you know you're not going to be in pain when you have the op done. So I lost 10 pounds before I even started. So after I lost that 10 pounds, me being the streetwise person that I am, I rung them up, Elements at Doncaster. I said, oh, can you ring Claremont at Sheffield and tell them I want my money back? I don't want band done now. So I know you've already paid for it, so I had to go through with it. But what I find a good meal for me is, I find a good meal for me, we're not going to have solids or bread or anything, so our sod for bread, carbs and that, is oats, just 2 spoons of oats, oops, making a mess here, and 2 spoons of oats. Now, I should have had this before I went training this morning actually, in a spoon, but it's not very nice. Because I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm battling other things as well. I have a spoon of this, there you go, a big spoon of that, and that keeps me going through the day, keeps me alert. That's creatine. I always tend to find that if you're going to have it in a cup, and before you go to gym, the one that's no flavour to it's awful, so I have orange flavoured creatine, and then I have this, it's called Diet Whey, it's like a meal replacement. Diet meal replacement, diet and tone range. I don't know what we're going on about tone, I need a bit more than that, don't I? So I'll just put, there's a plaggy spoon in there, but I usually put 3 of these in it. I won't put them away. Johnny Nelson used to have his guy Carl drop off tubs, because Johnny Nelson does powder, doesn't it? That kind of powder, I mean. And he's Carl, is it Graham King's son? Graham King, who does he's into all that positive energy stuff. He's a friend of Dennis's. His son used to drop it off for me. Big tubs, 30 quid. I think Johnny Nelson's a partner with it, but Johnny Nelson's got enough money, so I just got that off the internet. But that stuff he does, it's good stuff. They do loads of flavours and that. But like I've just said, Johnny's got enough money, hasn't he? So but like I've just said, if you want replacement stuff like that, Johnny Nelson's stuff is quite good. Because it's not very sweet, I usually add a bit of this, because you can't add sugar, can you, if you're starting to do a bit of training. So I'm like 16 stone, I need to knock this last 3.5 stone off. I've got £50 to knock off, so I just put this in. Honey. I used to buy that Manuka honey, but it's 15 quid a jar. I don't think there's much difference, to be honest. And then because it's not fully full, I get a check. A lot of boxers have this meal. I get a check. It's easy to check when it's 3/4 full. So I get a check for about a minute. or about 20 seconds or something. And but it's a good meal for me, this, because this wakes you up in the morning, gives you that bit of an energy boost without it being amphetamine or cocaine or drugs or anything illegal. This is like a meal filler, but there's no fat in it at all. Semi-skim milk. There you go, 3/4 full like that, and you should add really milk to it, but because I'm starting doing a bit of training, I'll add a bit of water to it, and then just give it another shake. Then just top it up with milk, and I put it in the fridge then for later when I've got a video under my belt. So it's all about, I find it's all about getting in a routine for me now. Now I'm enjoying the channel now, I'm into a routine. And next, I'm building up these videos because I'm building up these videos because for years now, a long time, I've been on these tablets called Subutex after methadone. I had a reaction to methadone when I went heroin addict, and I went from 14 stone to just over 28. So when I came off the methadone, I was really uncomfortable. I didn't sleep for 3 weeks, and it's not very nice. And people say, "Oh, you dirty smacker, you dirty this, you dirty that." Yeah, I went heroin addict, but I could also afford it. It doesn't mean say it makes it right, does it? So I went on Subutex, and been on them about 4 years now, and I went to buy them on the black market, and the guy I get them off's not around no more. So from next Wednesday onwards, I'm going to be pretty rough for about a week and a half maybe. So it's something I'm going to have to get my head around. It's not something I'm looking forward to, you know, because there's people around me, close to me, probably thinking that I'm going to relapse because it's so close to Dennis's show, isn't it? And I'm filming it day after another show. So I don't like to let people down. So I'm hoping to get a few tablets just to tide me over. If not, I'm hoping having it this weekend so I can have my remaining tablets next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it means I'm not going to be able to have any for the next few days. So it's all a bit of a mess. I just want to get next weekend that way, and then just get in bed with a bucket for a week, which is not good, is it? But you know, if I can overcome a lot of things I've been involved in my life, I think that I can get through this. But it is on my mind. But what can you do? You know, I've got an opportunity. I'm surrounded by successful, good people. I've got an opportunity to do something that's legit and legal. Whereas we know alternative, don't we? Running around with people that are breaking law every day, and then you come across people that are heavy drug takers, don't you? You know, whether it be cocaine, heroin, weed. I know weed's not a heavy thing. And then you're drinking, and then every day becomes a Saturday night, doesn't it? There's no discipline in your life, whereas at the moment, I feel that if I go out once a week, I can just go get drunk once a week and just leave it at that and look forward to that day where you really enjoy it. You know, like if my dad worked at Pit, go out once a week on a Saturday and have a few drinks. Whereas if you're a criminal and you're going out every day and you send 300 or 400 quid a day, you've not no value on anything, have you? You're just piling up trainers in your house, and you know you haven't got a value on anything. So it's all about discipline for me at the moment. Discipline and getting into a good routine. A bit like when I'm in prison. When I'm in prison, I'm disciplined. I usually get a gym order job, and I don't mind prison, to be honest. I know people here laugh about me saying that, but it's true. I don't mind it when I'm in there. If you get. And I respect anybody that's been to prison, as long as it's not for grassing or nonsense or knocking old people about or children. I respect any person who can get through a prison sentence, because it's hard in there mentally, isn't it? But if you can get through it, it's good, isn't it? But out here is the place to be, isn't it? Anyway, that's enough of that. Boxing. Dillian White, is he going to go to ESPN? We don't know, there's no sign, is there? So I don't know. But hopefully today, at some point, I should be interviewing Richard Towers. and his charge, Redwayne is it? Kaya, that's the Swedish kid. I went down to pick him up from Gatwick. I went the shortest route, but I went through Cricklewood, Edgware Road is it, Maiden Vale, Harrods. Harrods has got big light bulbs on it. Couldn't believe some of the buildings around there. No cow shit around there, is there? And I picked him up at Gatwick, came back, I was shattered, so I didn't do anything yesterday. I didn't get in by 4 AM. It were 10 hours there and back, 10 hours non-stop driving. Soon as I pulled up, he were there, and he got straight in the car. We came back. I stopped once for some petrol and no, twice, and toilet. I had a pee in St John's Wood, some big houses there. Went down a bus lane. I think I've got a ticket coming for that. That were in Hackbridge, is it? Loads of speed bumps. I went down this bus lane, middle of this town centre in Hackbridge. I went by some tennis courts that were floodlights in like the middle of a green field. It was very weird. Croydon, is it? Crawley around there? So, big old place, London. But I used to live there when I was 16, and then a year later at 17, I lived in Wembley. Empire Courts, Wembley, North End Road, Wembley, opposite Wembley Park Tube Station. Local pub, what Century? And the Torch, is it near Chalk Hill Estate? Chalk Hill Flats? The guy who designed Chalk Hill Flats at Wembley has committed suicide. Did you know that? All you people who live in Wembley. True story, but Dillian White, if he goes to Bob Arum, I wish him all the best. I think it's brave, because one thing you guarantee get here in his fights. Now, if it's with Bob Arum, is there going to be any shows in England? It remains to be seen, doesn't it? But you've got to look at it like this. Is Dillian White going to get a belt? Well, Joshua's got the world title belts, hasn't he? And Wilder's got the other one. Will he fight Wilder? I don't know. If Eddie stops him getting Joshua, only way to Dillian getting a world title is Wilder. Is it going to be a case of fighters are not going to put any value on the belts? They're just going to think that, well, why do we need a belt when we can get all this good money? Is that what's going to happen down the line? Are fighters just going to say, stop belts? I mean, is Joshua going to fight anybody now? If Eddie Hearn blocks, I put that in there. If Eddie Hearn blocks White, Wilder and Fury, or they don't fight, who's Joshua going to fight? Who is he going to fight? Usyk, Ergovic and Tom Swartz? I mean, I heard his name mentioned yesterday. I don't know, but it remains to be seen, doesn't it? It remains to be seen who is going to fight. But it's all exciting, isn't it, at the moment? I wonder about that one. It's all very exciting, and I'm enjoying doing my little bit. I'm looking forward to Den's show next week. I'm not going to be looking forward to it if I'm poorly. I'm not going to be looking forward to it at all. In fact, if I'm really poorly, I won't go. And then I'm going to let people down. And if you speak to anybody, like Frank Smith, my close friend Frank Smith, good friend of mine, speak to him, or Kev here, or Nick, or Dennis, anybody. I don't let people down, not my pals. And I'm doing Nicky Smedley's show on the Sunday, day after, so I'll have to do it and just be rough. But I'll probably have a drive around this weekend and see if I can get some Subutex, because it's not good, is it? And then I just want to get this done and get it out of my hair and then move on. So I did a bit of training this morning and I found it hard to concentrate. See where I'm coming from? Found it hard to get a proper, do what I want to do. Found it very hard, but But yeah, Vladimir Klitschko coming back. I can't believe it, to be honest. No one knows about it. I just can't believe it because 43-year-old coming back for his 70th fight, he's shot to pieces. When Tyson fought him, he was 40, he was an old man then. Can't believe it. Who's to say you don't fight Huey? Maybe you might want to get Huey and then fight Tyson if he beats Huey. I don't know, but it's exciting times ahead, as Mr. Bean keeps saying, doesn't he? Beanie! Don't even get me started about Beanie. Don't even get me started. Speaking of Beanie, I watched 2 videos last night, one about Princess Diana and one about Madeleine McCann. I'm going through a conspiracy phase at the moment. JFK I watched overnight, moon landings, all to take my mind off boxing. All to take my mind off boxing, because I think that boxing can drive you around the bend. But I've got enough personal problems with my own without that, but I'd pay 10 grand at the moment just to get these tablets out of the way. I'd get it out of my head and get this last 3.5 stone knocked off, £50, get it knocked off, and then I can move forward then, go get my teeth done. I just plod on with the channel. One step at a time. One step at a time. Who knows, I might even get rid of Merky and get a Renault Kangol and do a Porky rap on it. What do you reckon? Park it outside your call when there's a show on. It's a good idea, isn't it? Shout out to Raymond up north. How are you doing, Raymond? Are you alright? I'm coming up your way in a couple of months, so I'm going to come and see you in Clare Marsh. Alright? Take you out for a pint, you'd be good. But we'll see. We'll see. There's all sorts of plans for the channel now. The doors that are opening now for me are unbelievable, and like I said, I just don't want to mess up. Because it's quite... I can blow a fuse just like that, me. Dennis, I think, even said to Kevin Nicola here, oh, he's great, he knows what he's on with, but if he blows a fuse, all hell breaks loose. I think I've just got that in me, I think, I don't know. But I have to control my emotions. I think Stig made a good point the other day when he said to me that when I were on my way down to Gatwick, Stig were on about business. For example, I have a problem with Eddie Hearn stealing Jamie McDonald off Dennis. I have a problem with that. And Dennis will say, why are you bringing that up? We move on. But I dwell on things too much. I dwell on things, and I think people who are multi-millionaires, who are really successful, they don't dwell on anything, they move on and say it's business. And you've got to give Eddie his respect for us, he's an hard worker. Yeah, he's an hard worker, and I do respect that. I respect anybody with a good work ethic, a hard work ethic, but when it's done sneakily, and how they lured McDonald to how they did it, and do you want to come and spar somebody? Do you want to come and spar Scott quick? He goes and spars quick, and guess who's waiting for him? You know, how these things go about, I don't know. And you know what? I don't blame Jamie McDonald, you know, because he's actually a nice kid. He comes from a good family, him and his brother. They're both nice kids, but I don't blame them, I blame people in their ears. We know what we're talking about, don't we? And I won't be able to let that go, me. I won't be able to let it go. Not when you see... Not when you've had them from when they've had 2 losses and they're pulling mothballs out of their pockets, and you take them to British, Commonwealth, European and a world title in a soccer stadium in your own town. Come on. What? Where did Bellew fight Bacabo? Did he fight him at Goodison? He did, didn't he? I think he fought him at Goodison, didn't he? In his own town. Well, McDonald had that in Doncaster, didn't he? And Dennis did 300 grand on the show, but don't worry, we'll get it back Russ down line. Well, and you get the chance to do. So I have a problem with that. So Juggy is Jamie McDonald, if you're watching. I used to like you, but I've got a thing about loyalty. I have a thing about loyalty. You know, when you get prison sentences and you don't grass your mates up, they come and visit you, don't they? That's where when I go for a drink where I'm from, people are phoning all over me, bringing past them, and I don't like that. So I looked at future, but I think a bit more respect. You know, when you go to prison and you keep your mates out of it, but don't make it right though, does it? Do you know what I mean? It don't make it right. But yeah, I think Dennis he's been too benevolent with certain people in the boxing industry, people who've took liberties, and well, let's just say that certain people that ain't going to be happening no more, not now that things are on up. But speaking of Dennis's show, looking last night, and there's only Tommy Frank got an opponent, isn't there? All others are TBA. So I'm hoping that we're going to be getting his heads together. I've got lists for Dennis, what I think should be fighting them, or who should be fighting them other guys, but at the moment it's just, somebody sent me an email that Dennis Simpson, who I think is a boxing fan, but I don't think that's his real name. I think he's probably somebody in the boxing industry, aren't you, Dennis? Keep sending me emails. If you're not somebody in the boxing industry, Dennis, you've got my phone number. Why don't you ring me on FaceTime? Then we can see who you are, can't we? Because I like to see people's faces, me. And I like to know who I'm speaking to. But peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. It's a fantastic sport, and things are on the up. I've let you into a few little secrets about my life today. People keep asking, and I keep giving you a little bit every now and then, but not too much. I feel that you have to get to know a person, don't you, a little bit with this YouTube thing. It ain't just about me coming on here reading statistics out. You've got to sort of like the person, aren't you, and that you follow, and respect to all them people that follow me. You don't make any difference to the views and things like that with adverts and anything, but it's nice when people follow you, because I think it shows a little bit of respect. If you follow somebody, like a channel, I think it's good. It gives. It's nice to get subscribers, I suppose, isn't it? Really. So keep leaving them nice comments, and keep subscribing and like or dislike, or keep sending emails in. porkycorner@mail.com. I've got a new personal number coming on the 16th of March. So the existing number that I've got, them that have got it, I'll put it out on channel, and it'll just be the number that I'm just going to use when I'm here for the interviews and that. And those that have got my number at the moment, I'll give most of them people my new number, my contract phone number. I'm going to have the phone here as a pay-as-you-go one, this one here. I'm just going to swap, because I've got a new phone. This is just going to be a pay-as-you-go phone connected upstairs for the interviews. So, because it's just, the channel's picking up now, so it's all good stuff. I'm going to answer my emails now, so keep the questions coming. 26 minutes. Keep the questions coming, and see if we can get a better picture. That better? Yeah, keep these questions coming. I like to reply to them. Keep it clean, guys. I've got a guest on today at 10 AM. I hope he rings. I hope he doesn't swear, because I think deep down he's a boxing fan, but he has been being a bit wild in his emails. But I give everybody a chance, me. I think that if you can turn somebody from a hater into not a lover, but you know, if you could get on speaking terms and sort any problems out, I think that's good, isn't it? No, nothing's violence never resolved anything, does it? My dad used to say, once you pick them up, Russell, you've lost any argument. And when you pick them up, when you've been in jail like me for Section 18s on police and things like that, you just go to prison every time. Even for having a pee upside of a tree, I'll get 3 months. I'm the only man in this area that got 3 months for drink driving. Get about, you know, how bad is that? Fair enough, we did have a chase and that, and a bit of a roll around it back at police car, but 3 months for that. I got out after 2 weeks, didn't I, and appealed, but that's another story for me book one day if I ever write one. But yeah, keep them questions coming. 1 and 28 minutes. Keep them questions coming, because this channel is going places, and like I said to you, all them people that doubted me and all laughed, didn't they? Well, not laughing now, are they? Not laughing now. And after next week, once we get into April, there's just some more big things happening. I feel like we're going to explode with some of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, and all I've got to do is just keep coming here, you know, 3 or 4 times a week, and keep doing what I'm doing and being consistent with good quality stuff, and my team around me. People can scoff and laugh about that, but well, I'm telling you now, really good things happening. Oh, Kev's here. Kev's back from the Caribbean. So, I have a bit of fun here. Oh, battery's gone. Never last long, do they, on iPhone batteries? Right, peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. My eyes look like they've cleared up a bit. I can go fester, don't I? 5 to 9. So keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. Shout out to South Yorkshire Packaging, Climber Co, and Edlington Motors at Doncaster. Peace. Right then, quick video before I go home. I'll go up to Sheffield in a minute to meet my pal Nicky Smedley for a chat. Discuss what we're going to be doing at his show. Quite looking forward to it, actually. I quite like grassroots boxing. I think that it's I think it cleanses the soul, doesn't it? It's not always about the pay-per-view fights, it's about the other end, the things at the other end, isn't it? You know, the people that are not getting paid, and the people that want to get up there, and you know, it's a bit more pure, isn't it? But anyway, somebody asked me a question last night, I forgot who it were, and I think it was Claire Marsh. What is boxing politics? Well, I think personally boxing politics is, it's just a line that people come out with when they don't want to fight, you know, when they dig themselves in an hole like Tyson Fury, and he calls Wilder a dosser and says it's not about money, it's about legacy, but that he's not fighting him for 40%, he don't want to be mugged off, so they give him 50%, which is what he asked for, and they then turn it down and go in a different route and then say it's politics. Well, if it is politics, let's explain it all, because both sides have both different arguments. Why don't we start and have promoters in a room, get them in the room? I've discussed this many times with Dennis. Let's have them all in a room and let's have somebody there with a camera, and let's see what the offers are, let's see the fighters' reactions. It'd do millions of views for IFL, because they're bound to get their little snouts in there, aren't they? And you'd have that, who is it, Michelle Phelps, who I think's quite funny. She'd pop in with door, she'd pop behind door, wouldn't she? With that laugh of hers, that's, I don't know, I think she's quite comical actually how she does it, but she is good at her job. But I'd like to see Behind the Gloves or IFL, or you know, all the other people, Boxing Social, is it Rob Tebbert? I'd like to see them, one of them three, film, you know, these meetings. I'd like to see Eddie Hearn in a room with another promoter, Bob Arum, Tyson Fury there, Wilder, and the TV companies, not TV, YouTubers, you know, let the YouTube lads have the access to it, and let's see what's what. Let's see what goes on. You know, we all know about the, you know, Tyson's going to want a big ring, innit he? You know, because Wilder's going to be, he's the forward fighter. Tyson's going to be on back foot, so he's going to want a big ring. Wilder's going to want a small ring. Wilder's going to want puncher's gloves. Tyson's going to want the other gloves, and blah de blah. And who wants to walk out first and second? Who cares? 70-30, 60-40, 50-50, 55-45. Who gives a hoot? You know, let's just have the. Let's just have a fight. Come on, it was a great fight, first one. The knockout guy against the, you know, and against the slickster, the masterful boxer, who got caught twice, dropped, got up. You know, he's got the heart of a lion. So good luck to him. He'll be angry that he got caught. Maybe he might not get caught in the second fight. Maybe Wilder might box a bit better, or he might jump on him earlier. Personally, I think Wilder will jump on him. He won't try and get technical with somebody like Tyson at first, but I think he'll just let his hands go like he did with Orly Harrison. He won't want to be peppered for 12 rounds, will he? Or 9 rounds, as you know, as I had it, 9. But look, at the end of the day, we want to see the fights, don't we? But they look further away now than more than ever. So let's see the fights. And let's have Eddie Hearn in a room with another promoter, or Eddie on the phone to another one, and let's have IFL having access to it. It's not, the fans want to know. I mean, this, I've never done anything like this. You've got all these helmets and gimps who are defending people, and I've just looked at a Frank Warren video here now. He's just done a video here, Frank Warren. Let me just read this out to you. Frank Warren has just done an interview on IFL TV. Let's have a look. IFL TV, Frank Warren, yeah? 23 hours ago, and he's done 39,513. Right. He's got 398 likes, but 637 dislikes. So obviously Frank Warren, all the fanboys are obviously setting about Frank Warren, aren't they? But I thought he talked a lot of sense. And another thing Frank Warren said as well that made me sit up and listen in this interview he's just done. He mentioned the fact that they've done 3 pay-per-views, and that Josh Warrington's next fight is going to be not non-pay-per-view. So I think that's good, isn't it? You know, a good fight like that. Galahad, technician, against Josh Warrington, who's going to hunt him down. He's got that Ricky Hatton style. Galahad's got skills to burn. They're off of the charts as regards his boxing skills. I'm a Galahad fan. I think he can go all the way, match correctly. He could have a 2 or 3 year reign as a world champion, but other things that go on leave a bit to be desired, don't they, in his life. But as regards boxing, he's really good, isn't he? We know he's got loads of skills, and his career just seems to have stopped-started, and he needs this fight, and he's more than capable of beating Josh Warrington. But I think Josh Warrington's on such a I just had a text there off somebody there. God, I can't put that right yet. I'll have to get that confirmed. But Josh Warrington's on such a run now. He's beat Martinez, Selby, Frampton, 3 world champions there. You know, who's done that on trot, or you know, in space of a few fights? But Galahad's more than capable of beating Warrington. But I make Warrington a favourite, but don't be surprised if it goes the other way. Why is Matthew Macklin now all of a sudden become a spokesman for Anthony Joshua, saying that Dillian White made a big mistake not taking the AJ fight. Well, how dare Matthew Macklin say anything against Sky? How dare he? Well, he hasn't, has he? Because he's not going to do. Sky are paying his wages, and the Sky PR machine's already kicked into touch. I've seen a few people from Sky, not to mention no names, do interviews today and regarding some fights, and well, let's just say I was shocked by. I've been shocked today by some interviews that I've seen from Sky people. Shocked me. But regarding certain fights, but you know they're employed by them, aren't they? But Macklin, he's going to say that Matthew Macklin, he's now the Johnny Nelson of Sky, isn't he? You'll get Groves, he'll be working his way in soon, he'll be coming out with the Sky narrative. They're all playing the game, aren't they? These are millionaires, these that are playing the game. Trying to mislead fans, not on my shift they're not going to do. Is Macklin now going to end up like Bellew, beating the Joshua drum every time he's near a microphone? Yeah, I think he probably is going to do that. I quite like Matthew Macklin. I thought he was a fantastic fighter, and I thought he was robbed in his fight with Stern. No shadow over that. He beat Felix Stern by a good 3 rounds. He was robbed in Germany. It wasn't as bad as the Robin Reed robbery, but I thought he got robbed. It was on a par with the Martinez one in Argentina for Martin Murray. Martin Murray and Macklin, Robin Reed, they were robbed of world titles, although Robin's already got one in bag, so he's alright, isn't he? He's reached the summit, as well as an Olympic bronze, but as far as I'm concerned, I thought Matthew Macklin could come out and say, do you know what, the Miller fight's rubbish. It's rubbish, it's not what we wanted, and it's poor from the powers that be to not sort it. Joshua could have thrown Dillian White another 2 million out of his end just to get the fight and save a bit of face. As it turned out, he's gone to America and he's earning double what he would have got to fight White, so does he care? No, they don't care. Cash is king, innit? Cash is king. But I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Frank Warren putting that fight on non-pay-per-view, I think Frank Warren's got to deserve a lot of respect. I think I might have that as my title on this. I've got to give Frank Warren respect for that. You've got Eddie and ITV, they've gone pay-per-view crazy, and you've got Frank Warren and he's not, has he? I don't know if that's because BT are wealthy, I don't know, I'm not sure, but he had the 2 Tyson comeback fights, they weren't pay-per-view and they weren't deserving a pay-per-view. But they built Tyson into the brand that he is now. So it looks to me, if Dillian White is going to go to ESPN, Eddie Hearn could be in a bit of a tight spot there, couldn't he? But I'm sure he'll be okay. Won't he, Eddie? It'll all work out for him. But Vladimir Klitschko coming back. What's all that about? Vladimir Klitschko, who wants to see that? I don't want to see that. So anyway, peace out. Keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. It's a great sport. And onwards and upwards, isn't it, I suppose? Onwards and upwards. So, but I'm off up to Sheffield in a minute once I've uploaded this. So, alright, so everybody have a good when is it Thursday today? I don't even know what day it is. What day is it today? 7th. It's Thursday today, innit? Everybody have a good Thursday evening, and have a good weekend as well, because by the time you get this it should be probably weekend. If not, well, we've got a bit of a backlog, but no worries, we'll get to it. We're learning on job, but we'll get there. So peace out, keep on trucking. Alright. Well,